Today we're going to talk about the principles of Miyamoto Musashi, harnessing the 5 elements for success. So I came across this YouTube clip where Joe Rogan showed this tattoo of Miyamoto Musashi on his right arm, and that he was really inspired by him when he was young doing martial arts. So that really got me triggered. So I also started to read that book, and I also am pretty amazed by it. So I did some investigation on it as well to see how we can apply these principles to our modern day life. So who is Miyamoto Musashi? Miyamoto Musashi is a swordsman from the 17th century. He is from Japan and he fought over 62 duels and he won every single one of them. And that strategy that he uses to win all those duels is what he describes in the book of the 5 rings. And I will discuss those 5 rings in this video with several examples to apply in today's modern life. So ring number 1 is the earth ring, which is about foundation and stability. And especially in modern day life, it's really hard to lose those foundations and to move really fast. And what do I mean by this? Well, when we look at today's fast-paced life, right? You go out of bed, you make some stuff for the kids, or you don't have kids, but you rush to work, and you go back to eat, sit on the couch, and watch some Netflix maybe, and go to sleep. But where's the foundation? You need your health. So what do you do about your health? Do you start your day strong every day with let's say a cold shower or some water or some exercise? And during the middle of the day, what do you do? Do you sit behind the desk all day? Or do you do some training or walking in the afternoon? And when you get home, do you do some exercise as well? Or do you start laying on the couch? And the same goes for your skills, right? If you're always moving and always going fast, where's the time to work on your skills? So it's really important that you have that foundation, and the same applies to your mindset. You need to build a strong mind to fall back on when things get hard. That also needs to be trained. So those things can be set in your day as a foundation. So make sure that when you have a busy day, it's even more important that you start the morning good, that you take a break in the afternoon to do some exercise, and that you also close your day down nice with some meditation or some easy stuff. And that can already be a great foundation to fall back to in this busy life. Ring number 2 is the water ring. And the water ring is all about adaptability and flexibility. Because if we know one thing for certain in this life, is that it's going to change a lot. So you need to be able to be ready for that, and you need to be able to handle that. So there's a lot of stuff in your life that's going to change. For example, when you have kids, you have a big change in your life, and that has impact on other things. So you need to be able to handle that. So are you able to switch energy between different aspects of your life really quickly? So one day you're focused on work, and the next day you have a kid. So you need to divide your energy. Are you able to accept that? That's something that's really important if you want to be flexible, because a lot of people that are not flexible are not accepting the way things are. And if you accept the way things are, for example, when you get a kid or you lose your job, if you accept the situation, you know where to focus your energy on. And that makes it really easy to change and to be adaptable. Ring number 3 is about passion and aggression. And aggression has nothing to do with fighting, but aggression is all about how you tackle problems on your job or on the things you are doing. And one thing I think is really key to being aggressive and passionate is that you are in the moment, that you are in the now and as present as possible. And if you are really present in the moment and you know your stuff, you can become really aggressive and on point, because nowadays a lot of people are not there with their head, they're somewhere else. They go to their job 9 to 5 and they think it's fine. But if you sit there with your full focus, aggressive on your goals, aggressive on the results, then you will make a lot of progress. And also, it's something that everybody has inside of them, a fire, a passion, and it's energy that needs to be used. And if you cannot channel that energy into your work or into a sport or into a passion, you will feel really bad. So, also, when you are on your job, giving that fire, giving that aggression, that makes you feel really good about yourself, and it makes you feel alive and gives you a sense of purpose. Ring number 4 is the wind ring, and that's all about learning and unlearning. So it's really important that, of course, when you learn something on school and you think it is the truth and you know nothing better, but then later you find out that it might be something different, you need to be able to let it go and learn something new. So you need to go with the wind. Wherever the wind is blowing, you need to go. And that's a really important skill to have, because if you're not willing to do that, if you're not willing to unlearn the things that might not be right or not be suitable for that moment, you will get stuck and you will hit a glass ceiling. So the wind ring is really important if you want to move forward and see different perspectives, because that's all it is. It's about being able to see things from a different perspective and see the ways, like I mentioned in an earlier chapter. It's really important to dare and to be honest to yourself and see the things as they really are. And if you see the things as they really are, there might be a possibility that the things you learned in the past are not applicable anymore and you need to learn new things. Ring number 5 is the void ring, and that's the ring of emptiness and possibility. Nowadays, you people refer to this as enlightenment or a sense of self, and this is something that is really hard to achieve nowadays, because you need to peel off a lot of layers before you can get there. And it's all about meditating, about breathing, about introspection, about being with yourself, and trust on the path that you're sent to. And this is not factual by any means, and that's also the beauty of it. Can you trust in the process? If you are with yourself, if you're in introspection, if you see the path ahead of you, sometimes you have it and you see it really clear where you need to go, you see really clear what you need to do, and that's a state that's really hard to get into. But the closest you can get there is to be healthy, to train a lot, to do introspection, to meditate, and to eventually be so calm and so present in the moment that you will know what to do next. So in this video, we talked about the 5 rings of Musashi and what do they mean in modern day life. So we talked about ring 1, which was the earth ring, talking about foundation and stability. We talked about the water ring, which is about flexibility and adaptability. Then we talked about the fire ring, which is about passion and aggression. Later on, we talked about the wind ring, which is about learning and unlearning, shifting perspectives. And final and last, we talked about the void ring, which is about emptiness and about possibilities. So I hope you enjoy this video. Down in the comments, please let me know. Did you like this video? Which element do you like the most, and do you want to learn the most or applies to your life? I'm really curious to find out. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and I appreciate it a lot. Bye.